Good afternoon, my name is Lewis Hopkins, and since October 2023 I've studied for the Level 6 Financial Services Degree Apprenticeship here at HSBC UK. When I came to choosing an apprenticeship, I felt a little bit lost, as I was in year 13 at school and I knew my time at school was nearly over, and a lot of my friends were going to university and I didn't feel it was right for me. I didn't feel ready to do that. But I thought, I don't feel ready for work either, and I need to keep studying if I want to advance myself. So I felt a little bit lost in terms of what was the next step. And I was fortunate at the time to be on a mentoring scheme with it was a former F1 engineer I was very lucky to work with. And I said to him, how do I get to what you did? How do I do what you did for so many years? And he pointed me towards internships with some teams in Formula One and some organisations around the sport. And I thought, it sounds really, really interesting. I'd love to do it, but I'm not in that position right now. But looking at some of these websites, I could see there were early careers teams and apprenticeships available, and I thought, that sounds really interesting, degree apprenticeship. And when I looked at comparing it to university, I thought, well, I have an opportunity to study and to get a university degree out of it. I have an opportunity to work and build some experience there, and I also have an opportunity to get a salary for it as well. There's a big financial aspect. So I thought there's no real comparison. I have to do a degree apprenticeship. So I looked at my A-levels and I was doing Spanish, maths and physics, and I thought, where can I maybe go with these A-levels? What can I apply them to? And I recognise now there's so many more ways into apprenticeships. But I looked into engineering and banking, where I thought they'd be most applicable. And I applied for lots and lots of companies, and I was fortunate to land on a degree apprenticeship with HSBC. So a huge company with an international footprint, and somewhere I could really try and use my language skills as much as possible. So I haven't looked back since. In terms of what I enjoy on the apprenticeship scheme, I think one of the things is something I took for granted when I first joined, but it's that within HSBC we do 4 different jobs on a degree apprenticeship scheme in 4 years, and that means I have to be very adaptable in what I learn and then applying it straight away and trying to get as much out of each placement as I can, because straight away I'll be on to something else. So it's a brilliant opportunity to really develop your time management and your organisational skills and learn as much as you can in 1 year while studying, and then straight away moving into something else. And if I could pick one experience particularly, in my first role I worked in our Global Trade Services department, so a really interesting team and brilliant people there. And I said to my manager at the time that I really wanted to use these language skills and speak different languages as much as I could. And I was quite fortunate in that he got me an opportunity to work as an international credit controller. So for 3 months I was working as a credit controller in our receivables finance team, where I was calling up customers in Spain, France and Italy, asking for them to pay invoices, which was a brilliant experience and taught me a lot firstly about phone manner, but actually using these languages in a professional environment was a brilliant experience. If I could give a piece of advice to someone starting an apprenticeship, I think it's probably something that comes from learning languages, but trying to speak to as many people as you can. I think 99.9% of people are willing to help if you show an interest in them. So in that case, try and speak to as many people as you can around the office, professionally, learn about them and what they're interested in. And you never know what doors someone will be able to open for you. So just take as many opportunities as they come up and try and network as much as you can.